Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. We're here on a Tuesday, combining some Tai Chi inspired movements to warm up, followed by elevating the heart rate and strength training a little bit through movements that are inspired by ballet bar and traditional strength training. Some Pilates thrown in there. I have a hand towel. If you have a hardwood surface, we're going to be doing some gliding movements on the floor. That works nice on a hard surface. If you have carpeting, you can use a sock, or just your bare foot sometimes will slide. Now, if you don't want to do the gliding action, so for instance, we are gliding down into a squat and I'm pulling along the floor. If you don't want to do that, you're just going to tap the foot out and bring it in. So all the movements can be done without these accessories. I have also 2 pairs of hand weights and a chair that I'm going to use for a little bit of our balance. So let's come onto your mat in wide Wu Chi. The feet are nice and wide with the toes turned out. We'll take a nice big inhale, reach the arms up, 5-pointed star, spread your fingers. Then exhale, sink into a squat and pull your elbows back and your shoulder blades. Tighten your abdominals. Sometimes this is called moonflowers. So with our breath, we'll inhale to stretch up, 5-pointed star. Exhale to your moonflower position. And then just going at your own pace this morning. Our idea here as we warm up is to get muscles warm, the blood flowing to all of the joints, and to have a mind-body connection. So to bring your thoughts internally, take away any distractions of your day, and be fully focused here in the present moment. 2 more moonflowers. 1 more, bending your knees any amount. Then coming into sunflowers, we'll come up and cross the wrists above your head. Then bend your knees and hinge forward, cross your wrists down toward the floor. We inhale, cross up, exhale, and cross down. So we're making a big sunflower shape with our hands, still coming into a squat, but hinging forward from the waist any amount with a neutral spine. And if you can think about it, try to cross your wrists differently each time you come down and up. So think about maybe the right wrist being in front, and then the next time you come up, the left wrist is in front. Let's do 2 more sunflowers. We're checking in to see how the lower back is feeling, the knees and the hips. Then we'll combine these, 1 moonflower, 1 sunflower. And focus on your breathing. Each time we reach up, that's our inhale. Each time we come down into the squat is our exhale. You can breathe in and out through the nose at all times, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. You should start to feel the heart rate picking up a little bit here. These are big body movements to increase that blood flow. Let's do 2 more of each. And as always with LisaBug classes, you're going at your pace. Next time you finish a sunflower pose, come up into 5-pointed star and hold. Then bring your arms a little closer together to touch the palms. Bend your right knee, open your arms, and look to the left hand. Inhale, come back up, touch the palms. Bend the left knee, open your arms, look toward the right hand. We inhale and exhale. A little side lunge, side to side. One knee bends any amount, the other leg is straight. I feel the shoulders starting to fatigue a little bit. Feeling heat in those muscles. Let's do 2 more on each side. And once we reach up, hold. Take a side stretch over to the right side. Open up the left side waist. And reversing. One more each direction. And then inhale, open back out. Last 5-pointed star. Exhale, the arms come down. Step your feet together into first position. So this first sequence we'll do with no weights because the movement is a little faster and my intention is to elevate your heart rate. So we'll start with our arms low to begin. The right foot steps out into a plie and closes back together. Right foot and close. Right and close. So I want you to feel like you're pushing off of the floor with this right foot. Push. You can even slightly lift the leg as you drag it in. Bring your arms up and then open and close. Open and close. The size of the plie in terms of width and depth is totally up to you. But the bigger we make this, the more intensity we find in this exercise, the more the heart rate rises. One more time. Adding a variation. Lift the leg out to the side, then close it back in. Out, lift, and close in. Good, and again. Now as you lift that leg, you can lift the arms up as well. Reach. Out. Reach. Out. Together. Let's do 6 more of these on this side. 1. 2. At your own pace. Nice, everyone. 2 more. Last one, close to first position. Relax your arms down. Just check in, see how your heart rate's feeling. Roll the shoulders a bit. We'll start with the left foot. Plie, close to first. Plie, close to first. Good, same progression on this side. I want you to think about pushing away from the floor with this left leg. Push. Use these muscles in your thigh. Arms come up. We open and close. Open and close. Think about your posture, really upright. If the arms get tired, you can always bring them back down. 3 more here. 2. Add the side leg variation. So stepping and lift, close back to first. Plie, lift, and close to first. can add the arms coming up. This is 5th position arms as they come over your head. Out and lift. If you need to slow it down a little bit, feel free. Or pick up the pace if you feel you have control. You want to go faster. You're here on your own to get that heart rate up. To choose your own intensity level. 5 more repetitions. Good. 4 more. Feeling those legs really working. 2 more. 1 more. Step into first, relax your arms. Check in, see how you're feeling. I feel that heart rate really elevated. So we are going to glide on the floor. I'm going to use a washcloth, and I'd like you to pick up your hand weights. A light to moderate workload. Placing your right foot on the sliding surface, come down into a squat, slide it out, bring it back in, and stand up. So we squat, glide, in and up. Squat, glide, in and up. The first exercise I'm going to add is a bicep curl as you stand up, rotate, down, out, and come up, down, out, in, come up. So the intention on gliding is to put some energy into the floor and use your inner and outer thighs with that leg. The other leg isn't moving, it's really still. Anytime you need to take a break, please take it. I'm going to give you another option with your arms is to open them out, then come up and curl. If that shoulder raise is too much, you can leave that piece out, or you can really bend your elbows here and do an upright row. Up, down, up. Good. Oh, you should really be feeling the left leg. That's your supporting leg. 4 more repetitions. Heart rate probably still elevated here. 3, 2, 1 more this leg. And relax. Good. Relaxing your arms. Bring your sliding tool to the other leg. We'll do the same progression. So no arm work to start. Down, glide, in, stand up. Down, glide, in, and up. So this is like a squat, one-legged squat with hip abduction and adduction. Adding on your bicep curl as you stand. Down, out, close and curl. Down, out, close and curl. The right leg is now your stabilizer leg. The left leg working the outer and inner thigh. If you don't want to glide, you just step your foot, bring it back in. If you're ready to add the shoulder raise, take it down, open, stand up, down, open, or upright row. We come down, pull it up, and curl. Wow, I'm really feeling this in my right glute, right quadricep. Let's get 5 more on this side. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, last one. And relax. Good. Shift the sliding tool under the other foot. I want you to have room to slide behind you. So we'll squat, slide back, bring it in, stand up. Squat, slide back, bring it in, stand up. Nice job. So keep this going with your legs and watch the arms. You go down, back, in, press up, down, back, in, press up. Nice job. So if overhead presses are not okay for you, you do your bicep curl. Down, back. Good. Or you can put them together. So we go up, down, bicep curl, overhead press. Down, bicep curl, overhead press. Now almost all your body weight stays in the front leg. Then you drag that towel or your foot along the floor to create intensity in your back leg. You don't want to slide. You just tap your foot behind you and bring it up. 4 more. Nice job. 3. Up. 2. 1 more. And relax those arms. Switch the towel under the left foot. With no weight, come down, slide back, bring it in, stand up. So your upper body should look just like a squat. So I don't want you to bend yourself forward on this. I want you to keep your chest up, but your body does have a little forward angle. All right, if you're doing the overhead press, we're here and up, down, back, in, up. If you're not doing the overhead press, you're duplicating that exercise with a bicep curl, taking it down. Good. So either one or both. Press it up, come down, do your curl, and press it up. Nice job. Stabilizer leg is the right leg. Gliding leg is the left. Let's get 6 more on this side. I am working up a sweat. Wow. 5. 4. You'll notice I'm on the ball of my foot on the sliding leg. My heel is up. 2 more. 1 more time. Down, back, in, and relax. Nice job. All right, slide that glider away from you. Bring 1 single weight with you as you come over to your chair. So I'm just going to set 1 on the chair. Place that weight in your right hand. Step your left foot slightly forward. We'll come into a warrior 3 on your left foot. Pull the weight up, bring it down, and then stand back up, either tapping your right foot to the floor or swinging it through and lifting your knee up. So a lot of things to think about. We go back and we pull the weight up. We rise back up, either tapping the foot or lifting up the knee. So that's why we need this chair here to really help us with balance. So we're going to do 1 minute on this side, right from here at your own pace. Hinge forward. Pull it up. So you might only get 5 done in 1 minute. You might get 10, just depending on how quickly you're going. Now your left leg is your supporting leg, so that one you should really be feeling this in your glute. Think about your core. Abs are really engaged. Just about 15 seconds left. Time for 1 more on this side. Complete it. And relax. Good. Shake out those legs a little bit. We're switching to the left hand. Your right leg is the one you're standing on. So let's start by sending your left foot back. Pull your left elbow up, do a row. Then either just stand right here or lift the knee up, finding your balance. And hinge forward. This warrior 3 is a single leg deadlift in traditional strength training terms. The muscles we're using are the glute and the hamstring. Make sure your knees bend a little bit. 45 seconds left on this side. At your pace. Tapping that foot down whenever you need. Focus on your focal point, your drishti, where you're looking to help you with balance. 15 seconds. And we'll get one more good one. And relax, shake out that leg. I really felt it down in the outside of my lower leg and my ankle shin area. Okay, either 1 weight if you've got heavy ones or 2 if you have light. We're doing the curtsy squat. Bring the weights to your chest. Curtsy your right foot behind you. So I'm just putting the ball of my foot on the floor, bending your knees as much as you feel comfortable. Step out, then lift this leg up. So it's step, right foot curtsies back. Step and lift. So maybe today you're just focusing on the lower body. The next piece is to add a twist and reach the weights down. Then I'm working my core with rotation. Reach. Then we can add some arms on the leg raise, either pressing them straight out in front or pressing them at any height above the head. They can be on a nice angle. When you've got it, you can increase your speed. When you twist, I really want you to brace your core. Last 4 repetitions. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Take your feet about hips distance apart or a little wider. Bring those weights right to your chest. 3 pulsing squats and rise. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Good job. I want to try to spike the heart rate up just a little bit again. So stay low for 3 pulses and rise. You can either allow your shoulders to rest here or choose an overhead press or choose a bicep curl. Good, 30 seconds of these. Strengthening upper lower body, core really engaged. Just a few more. Last 2. 1 more. And then relax. Weights are at your chest. Let's practice the curtsy to the other direction. So both of my toes are turned out here as I start. Stepping the left foot behind, my heel is off the floor. I come down any amount by bending the knees. Step out, lift the leg. Step, curtsy, and lift. So since my toes are turned out, when I bend my knees, they go away from each other. So I'm doing that little frog squat. Maybe you're just staying here today, or you can add your twist to the right, reach the weights down, and lift. From there, you can add any arms when you're doing the arabesque or the leg raise, pressing the weights any amount away from your body. You can also do this without weight if you want to do the arms above the head, but the weight is too challenging. Just to work range of motion. Once you have it, maybe you're picking up the speed of the movement. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Two more. Last one. And relax down. Back to those pulsing squats. You can keep your feet narrow or you can take them wider. Bring the weights to your chest. We go down. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Any pace you want to go with this. Maybe adding an overhead press or a bicep curl as you stand up. Or mix it up or set your weights down. 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Fifteen seconds. 2 more repetitions. 1 more. And relax. Set those weights down. Excellent. Shake out your arms a little bit. Roll the shoulders. Working again on balance. So using your chair, if you need to, here to help you with balance, with your right hand, we'll lift the right knee up, extend the leg, and bend. Extend the leg and bend. Maybe you try letting go. Straighten, bend. So I'm using this thigh muscle to straighten the leg. I'm also using my quad and my hip flexor to keep the leg up. 4 more repetitions. 4, 3, 2. Straighten and hold it straight. Small lifts. Lift, lift. Keep your abs tight. Just use your chair for a little bit of help. Lift, lift. Feel this quad really working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg. Roll your shoulders, relax. You can either use the same hand for balance or switch your chair to the other side. We'll lift the left knee up. And we go straighten, bend, straighten, bend. This is my better side to balance. I'm having a lot more success letting go of the chair here. So your knee is the hinge. We try to get the leg all the way to straight. Abs are zipped up and your spine is really long. Good posture. 2 more. Straighten and hold it straight. And we lift, 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 lift. So the height you lift depends on your hamstring flexibility. So yours might be a little lower. This is okay. You're still using the muscles that we're activating. Exhale, exhale. Last 10, 9. Feel this quad. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee in. Release the leg down. Step out wide. Take a breath. Exhale, side bend to the right. And 1 to the left. And inhale back up. And exhale down. We're coming down onto our mat with your weights with you. Light to moderate size. No chair needed. So if you have your hand weights, usually most of them work really nicely for you to actually hold onto them while your hands are on the floor. So we're going to try a couple push-ups with your hands on the hand weights to see if that's comfortable. So the weights are underneath you, and then pull your elbows almost straight back behind you and press up. You can do this from your knees or your toes. You can do a small baby push-up. So what I want to do is a push-up, then find your balance and pick up the right arm and pull it back. Then do your push-up, pick up your left elbow and pull it back. Now if this is uncomfortable under your hands, put your hands on the floor, do your push-up, then pick up your weight and lift it up. Then do the other side. Now your body has to go a little bit side to side to counterbalance your body here. and a push up, and pick up the weight. Good job, everybody. About 30 seconds to go. If you want to leave the push-up out, you can just lift alternating arms with the weights. If you want to leave the weights out, just work on your push-up. 15 seconds. One more on each side, with or without the push-up. And relax. Give yourself a nice child's pose stretch here. And breathe. Now balancing on all fours. We'll take the right leg up, bend your knee, and I want you to push your heel up to the ceiling and tighten your glute muscle. This is variation 1 with both hands on the floor. Variation 2, we can try putting a weight right behind the bend of your knee. Now you've got to squeeze it by holding onto it tightly, activating your hamstring, and then push that extra resistance up. The last level is to take your left hand off the floor, reach it out, and press up. So we've got some great glute work here while we're focusing on our core and spinal balance. 15 seconds. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Good. Release the weight if you have it there. If you need to shake out your wrists, give yourself a little break there. Roll them out. And then let's work on the options on the other side. So we're first going to start with just lifting that left knee up, bending the knee about 90 degrees, pushing your foot up to the ceiling, pressing it up and down. You can stay on this level or tuck a weight right behind your knee, squeeze it with your hamstring, and push up. Last option, your right hand is off the mat, and we lift. Any pace, really squeeze that glute muscle, squeeze your hamstring. We keep the core stable so you're not arching your back. Your head is really neutral in this position as well. Just about 15 seconds. Exhale as you press up. Last 4 reps. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, release that weight. Press yourself up to a downward facing dog, tucking your toes, lift your hips up, drop your heels. This is going to stretch your hamstrings a little bit. And then we'll get ready for a plank from any position. So you can come back to your knees, take your plank here, tuck your toes, take your plank here, or come down to your forearms. And just find that nice solid plank. We'll hold and breathe. Inhale, exhale through the nose, or inhale nose, exhale mouth. And if you want to add any variations, maybe alternate a little leg lift up or a toe tap out to the side of your mat. About 15 seconds to go. Really scoop those abdominals. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down. Take a little child's pose stretch and relax. Find a nice seated position with your knees bent, arms extended out. Nice long spine. Slowly tip your body back any amount and come back up. So you can make this small or you can go way back. Now bring your weights or your hands right as if you had weights here. I want you to lean back, turn right, and then reach your arms up. Turn left, reach your arms up. So practice a couple and then decide if you want to grab either one heavier weight or 2 light weights, one in each hand, and then do that same exercise. So our bodies slightly lean back. We turn right and we press up. Turn left and press up. Lots of options to make this doable for you. Let's do 2 more each direction. One more each direction. Even without the hand weights, this is terrific for the core. And then sit yourself all the way up. So we're going to try a full Pilates roll down. If you don't want to go all the way down to your back, that's fine. If you're not able to roll yourself back up, I only want you to go the distance that you can. But if you use a weight, this will help you sit up. So you can hold some weight out in front of you. Tuck your tailbone, roll your body slowly down to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms above your head any amount. Then as you pull your arms forward, tuck your chin and roll yourself back up. So if that's not a possibility for you, just roll back any amount, stop, and sit yourself back up. You can do it with or without your weights. We have about 1 minute at your own level trying this Pilates roll up. So for me, I have a hard time doing it without some weights to help me. I'm going to try 1. I get stuck right about here, and it's hard for me to sit up. Let's do about 30 seconds. Make sure it's feeling okay on your back to do this. Modify if it's not. Let's see if you can get 2 more at whatever level you're at. One more. Then take 1 weight with you as you roll all the way down to your back. And then bend your knees, set your feet flat. And we are going to do shootouts. So the weights come down to your chest. When you're doing the shootout with your arms, they can shoot out towards the ceiling. They can shoot out above your head, or they can shoot out at any other plane in between. So any angle you want to shoot your arms out. So with the legs, variation 1, you're going to shoot out the right leg and come back in. shoot out the left leg. Variation 2, you do this up in tabletop. Shoot out the right leg. And the left. Variation 3, shoot out both legs. Make sure that feels okay on your back. And let's go 30 seconds or so of your shootout. Elongate. Really zip up your core. "15 seconds. "8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over onto your side. Relax here in a sideline position and take your hand weight right across your abdominal area. Now, if you want, you can take your hand towel and tuck it, make a little roll and tuck it right underneath your elbow here. And we'll work the rotator cuff. So we're taking that arm up any amount, but keeping the towel tucked underneath your elbow. Then rolling it back down. Your arm is at about a 90-degree angle. So if you want, you can just focus on your arm. If you want to focus on your hips as well, we'll do a clamshell. So in a clamshell, your feet stay together and your knees open. We can do them at the same time. So this works the deep rotators of the hip on the clamshell. It's a really good hip strengthener as we're moving through horizontal abduction of the hip with some rotation. 15 seconds. Let's get 2 more reps at your pace. 1 more. And relax it down. Press yourself up or roll over to the other side, which is better for you to see the camera. If you're using your little hand towel, you're going to tuck it right into that elbow. It gives you something to press into so that you don't lift your arm away from your body. Then start your rotator cuff coming up and back down. My knees are bent about 90 degrees and my hips are flexed about 90 degrees. And then we can add the clamshell. Feet stay together, the knees come apart and back down. I like to do these really controlled. The rotator cuff can be injured very easily, so we don't need a lot of weight for this exercise. It fatigues very quickly. So really listen to your body here as we do these. 15 seconds. If your arm gets tired, just continue with the clamshell only. Last 2 repetitions. Last 1. And relax. Good. Press yourself all the way back up to seated. We'll take some stretches this morning to lengthen everything back out. If you have a yoga strap, you might like to use that this morning. We'll sit with our legs extended out in front of us. We can take the yoga strap and loop it under the bottoms of your feet. So if you're pretty tight, start with your knees bent and then slide your heels forward any amount. They can stay bent and then hinge yourself forward. Another option is to take your fingers and use them behind you and slightly press yourself forward. And let's just hold here and breathe. We did a fair amount of work for our hamstrings and glutes, so we want to stretch those muscles back out. Release tension in your lower back. Let's hold another 15 seconds. See if you can find a slight bit more range of motion. If not, that's okay as well. One more breath. And then bring yourself back up. Bend your right knee. We can keep the foot here on this side, or we can cross it over. We'll hug the right knee in toward the chest with the crook of your left elbow or with your hand, and turn and twist over your right shoulder. Sit up super tall as you twist and keep the breath moving. Relax your shoulders from hunching up close to your ears. Come back to center. We'll take this foot and bring it to the inner thigh of the other foot. Take your right hand and gently press this knee open. Left hand behind you and turn the other way. So we've got a twist and a little inner thigh hip stretch. One more breath. And come back to the center. Great, let's switch legs so the right leg goes long. Left knee bends. You can keep your foot on the inner thigh side of your leg or cross it over. Hug that knee into the opposite shoulder. Turn to the left. Super important to sit up as tall as you can when you're twisting. It really helps the spine decompress. And come back to the center. Let that inner thigh and sole meet. Let this knee open. You'll give it a tiny bit of pressure down with your hand as the right hand goes behind you, and turn your body. So that pressure of the left hand is helping you to turn as well as helping you to open up the knee. Just a gentle little press. One more breath. And come back to center. Just find a comfortable way to sit as we do a back scratch stretch, which in yoga is called cow face position. Your yoga strap works really well, but if you don't have it, that's okay. You're going to take it in your right hand, reach the arm up, and then bring your hand behind you like you're going to scratch your back with your right fingers. Then we take the left hand and turn your palm to face the back and see if you can grab your strap behind you, and then walk your fingers as closely as you can together. So we have a shoulder stretch on the left arm and a tricep and lat stretch on the right arm. From here, we can do a couple of things. We can side bend over to the left to increase the stretch, or we can bend forward a little bit to increase the stretch. So find the one that works good for your body, or maybe you're just staying upright today. One more breath here. And come up very carefully. Release the bottom arm first, being careful of that shoulder. And then release the top arm. So if you don't have a strap, you're just reaching that left arm up, and then reach your fingertips back as if you're going to scratch back behind your back. Take the other hand and try to touch your fingers as closely as you can together. You can stay straight up, you can side bend, or you can forward bend. Let's Hold here 15 seconds. And this should be gentle. We're not forcing this stretch at all in the muscles. If you don't have a yoga strap, sometimes you can grab your shirt with your fingers and try to peel the fabric as you work your hands together. One more breath. And then the bottom arm very carefully unwinds and the top arm releases. Let's stretch our neck. So just drop the right ear toward the right shoulder. And then with your right hand, you can either press it across the opposite shoulder, which is pushing it down, increasing the length of the side of your neck, or you can very gently bring that hand to guide your head over just a little bit more. Really soft and gentle. And release it, bring it back up. Tip your left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe you're just staying like this, or you can try weighting your other shoulder down, or gently weighting your head just a little. So I'm not really pulling, I'm just adding some weight of my hand here. And then release that side. Bring the arms up to goalpost and pull your shoulder blades back, just like that moon star or moon flowers that we did this morning to warm up. Expand through your chest. We'll inhale, reach up, that 5-pointed star. Exhale, pull the elbows and shoulder blades back. 2 more. And last one. Then reach up and hold. Let the palms join each other at the top. Draw your thumbs into the heart as we pause for a moment to respect and honor our bodies today and where we are in our lives and in our workout practice. And the light and joy that reside within me, honor the light and joy in each of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. I'll turn our recording off and I'd love to hear how the workout felt for you today. Thanks, everybody. If not, I'll see you Thursday. And remember, no Friday class.